I just got this package in from Amazon, and I ordered a IEC or EC technology robotic vacuum. And in this video, I'm going to be thoroughly testing it out, showing you how it runs on tile and wood, how to charge it, how to remove the dustbin, and I'm going to give you my opinion on what I think about this robotic vacuum and how it performs. Right, so let's open this guy up. And there she is, the robotic vacuum cleaner and the charging stand. So here we have a user manual with basic instructions, machine structure, front of all the buttons and stuff, you know. The battery installation guide, and a 10% coupon. There's actually a remote, which is pretty cool too. Wow, I was not expecting that. And here's the charging station, the virtual wall creator, the charging adapters, and yeah, let's open this guy up. Alright, so after opening all the plastic and removing everything, the packaging material, I'm going to show you briefly how to clean and open and install your batteries or remove the dustbin, etc. So the first thing first, you want to make sure the device is off. So how do you do that? Well, there's this button right here on your vacuum. You turn that's on, and that is off. So make sure it's off. If you want to clean your brush, you push these two slots in, and then you pull it up, and you're able to remove it to clean it. And once you're done, you can slide it back in that little hole, close it back up, and there you go. For these guys, you given 2 extra sets in that box and an extra HEPA filter. So if you need to replace these guys or clean them, you can actually just pop them off to remove them and push them back on install it back on. Now to remove your dustbin, you want to push this button on the front, pull it out a little bit like that, and remove your dustbin. Now when you flip it over, you can see the dustbin. This is how it looks from the bottom. You need to slide it in when you're installing it back again. And also, important thing to note, this is your battery down here. So if you're wondering where the batteries are, this is the battery. It comes pre-installed. At least it came in mine pre-installed. There's also a brush here to clean your just the fine particles out of the sides and stuff like that for maintenance, which is pretty cool. I'll put that one back in there. And there you go. Here are the wheels. Yeah, so let's go ahead and install this back in. This is your dustbin, by the way. So here's your on and off buttons. First you have to turn it back on, then you can operate it. So there's your on, your vacuum, your dock. That means if you want to take it back home, click on that, it'll take it back home. Now there's your timer and collision avoidance. The E just means it's air because it's not on the ground. There you go, so I turned it off. And yeah, so that's basic overview of how to install or get to know this guy, your vacuum bot. Another thing that's pretty cool that came with the device is the charging dock. So here's your hour button, your minutes, week, your time to set your time on there, your current time, your scheduler, and your start button right here. So as you can see, I set the time already by clicking the time, then clicking the hours, the appropriate hours, the time of the week by clicking the week, what day is it, and then clicking time again. Now if you want to schedule it, you do the same thing. You click schedule, then the hour, then the minute, then the weekdays, and then you click on the schedule button again to set the schedule. Another cool thing this thing comes with is a charging thing for a charging port for this guy, your ultrasonic barrier, I guess. So what you can do is you can put it next to it, and if you want to charge it, and it comes with rechargeable batteries built into it, which is really nice. You just gotta slide it out from there, then plug it in, and it starts charging it. And that's a really cool thing, because I don't want to be charging it every single changing the batteries all the time. It does come with rechargeable batteries. Now I really wish the remote came with some batteries, and unfortunately it doesn't, so I'll have to go get some batteries. But just a basic overview, this is your on and off, your home, it sends it back home, which is the dock. Your directions, pause or play or stop it, your schedule, barrier avoidance, your different modes, the circular motion, and your speed. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And in the dock you have a little space to put your remote when you're done using it. Alright, so I just plugged it in, and I installed this vacuum right on the prongs. These are the metal conductors right there. I just placed them on these two things right here, and that is a charging indicator, meaning it's charging. So here I'm actually starting the robot vacuum. It found a rug. Now it's moving to my shoes. It actually moved away from my shoes. I think the ultrasonic sensors there are actually helping for collision avoidance. Now here it didn't really work so much. It did go over the mat, and it tried to escape, and it successfully escaped. Let's just get in the area, sweeping it up. Now the patterns it tends to make is kind of like a circle, starting from a small circle, loops outward in bigger rings. And another kind of pattern it makes is it just goes straight back, turns around, comes straight back around in straight lines or zigzags, like diagonally. Eventually it did cover my entire house, and it took around 2 hours and 30 minutes, and it did not run out of battery. It was still going, surprisingly. So it worked perfectly on the tile, and on wood it worked pretty well as well. The only thing about tile that really was hard for the machine was if a piece of dust or some kind of debris was stuck in between, like a small debris stuck in between the grout. That could have been an issue, but for the most part it didn't get all the dust and all the debris. I think initially it's just mapping out where everything is, and after that it went home pretty fast after I pressed the button to make it go home. There we go. So it's trying to find its way home. I think it's just trying to find its way home, not like it automatically knows from where it can't trace where it came back from or where it went. So it's just trying to find its way back until it finds a signal or something. So there we go, it's going back. Now when you have home on, it's not sweeping on the way home. It's just, its main mission is to go home and get refueled. There we go. Now I'm going to show you how to flip it over and how to remove the dustbin. You first turn it off, then you press the button in the front and you slide it out gently. And you'll see all the dust inside. There it is. You go outside, push the tab on the side, then you pull on that tab right there, and you remove that pre-filter. And you can just blow on it like I did, and it came off. And you can remove the rest of the stuff, clean it out, the damp cloth, wet damp cloth, and slide it back in and close it up, and you're ready to put it back. The only thing I really didn't like about it was the fact that it didn't have an app or anything, you know, so I could control it on there or check it on the go. It wasn't connected to Wi-Fi or it didn't have Alexa support. That would have been a great seller, you know, but other than that, it worked perfectly fine. Battery lasted really long time, and yeah, good product. Thanks for watching.